Hey, hey. Evening, how you doing?
I'm getting twitchy for some reason again today, Bob. What's going on with me? Am I nervous?
Well, there you go. There you go.
How you doing, buddy? You doing good?
Yeah, we've had a nice relaxing day, so can't be bad. It's had a bit of rain on us today, give us a bit of water down. Supposed to get a bit sunnier later in the week, so all's good.
I've been chilling all freaking day long, playing video games, hanging out with the kids. I literally done nothing all day long. And I'm proud of myself.
You need days like that, don't you?
I mean, I'm literally proud of myself that I actually did nothing all day. I mean, that's awesome.
Well, I just chilled. I went to a garden centre, bought a few plants, had a cup of tea in their cafe, came back home,
So we got
had a bit of food.
Well, we got some people to say hello to, don't we?
We do.
We got Wes Gill. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you now. Blame the Sacred, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I'm getting better with names. Vicar, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is Into the Fire. And I'm Sid. Of course, you guys know me. And then you know who Bob is right there, that handsome fellow with the 5 o'clock shadow beard going on there, which I feel naked that I got to remind.
I was looking at the picture that's like bottom corner there because it looks as though I'm beaming light from my nostrils.
That's odd.
It is.
What is it?
It must be my angelic status.
The quiet bassist. That's it. That's what he is. He is the quiet one. I don't think we've ever got him on a show yet. And I've had the band on the show, about 4 or 5 times. Mm-hmm. And I thought Chris was the quiet one. So we have to get Wes on and get them two together and see what kind of show we can have with them two guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to be very careful with playing the Sacred because last time I mistook their music for...
You failed epically on that one.
I really showed myself off. But that's nothing new.
So this week we got another great band.
Yeah.
Been excited. I've been playing them on the radio all week long. You played them on your show this week. I played them on my show this week. I've done my lives. I've played their videos on Talking with Demons and all that other good stuff. So we got Thieves of Liberty on today.
Isn't great stuff.
Let's bring these guys on, ladies and gents, I should say, onto the show, shall we?
Yeah, please.
What is going on, everybody?
Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
But looks like Lydia is froze. Is it just me?
I heard Lydia's voice, but the picture hasn't cropped up. Hello. There.
Can you see me?
No, you're on black screen.
Oh dear.
You haven't just got the camera pressed to your forehead, have you?
Has the light bulb broken?
Hang
So
on.
what you
Should I
just
turn my
did-
camera off and turn it back on?
I was just about to say I work in IT, turned off and on
That
again. It
makes
usually
sense.
works.
Did that work?
No.
No.
The one time
haven't
it's
touched-
never worked.
I
I
haven't
tell you what,
touched
probably will
anything.
leave the room and then come back, and it should fix it.
Yeah, I'll just put it down. I'll come back.
And it should
just-
fix it.
Maybe
happens.
just wait.
StreamYard's just an asshole sometimes. So
Should I refresh maybe, or will
no,
that kick
just
us out?
leave
No, refresh it.
Yeah, or that. Refresh it. That'll work.
Okay, I'll refresh it.
Let's be honest, we knew we weren't going to get this right first time. So
I hope that we gave the right advice. If not,
We always have a tech issue, don't we, of some sort.
every single show, Bob, it never fails. We have some sort of technical issue, whether it's my end or StreamYard's end. It's always something. And
I'm not sure I'm feeling professional enough tonight. These guys are like, the old headphone. Hey, you're back.
That
We've got
work? Can you
picture.
see it?
Yeah.
Get in.
Yeah.
So welcome to the
Don't worry,
show.
our headsets are the most professional thing about us.
Hey, we were just talking there before we brought you onto the screen about how we played you this week. And what was really good to see was last night when we did our show Talking with Demons. I don't know if you know the band Autonym. You perhaps do. But one of the guys was in chat because we had the singer from Autonym on with us last night. And we played your track and he said, I'm going to go and download that now. So,
Nice.
nice.
Really went down well, didn't it, Sid?
Sure, Bob. I was
Be enthusiastic, fella. You've changed hats. Where's the cap gone?
I'm playing musical hats today.
All right, you just want an excuse to get that bloody wizard hat out again, don't you?
Well, that's good. I know because I'm waiting for that for Talking with Demons, where I can actually get somebody that puts a little bit of makes it challenging for me. The last two shows, I have like dominated the guests. 9-3 was the first show. 8-4 was the last one. As a matter of fact, I even had Bob singing I had the time of my life from Dirty Dancing while the loser was dancing with the teddy bear. Thank you, Dave from AutoNet. You really made my day. You made my night.
What is this game?
Well, you explain, Sid. Explain.
So Bob has every week. He comes up with a set of 2 sets of questions. Okay, they're random questions. I don't know where the fuck he gets the shit from. I don't know how he finds the information, but he's actually got books on the shit, which is more bizarre. Because they actually got books for this strange shit. But like last night, it was like, is there conditions for this? And what was one of them, like exploding head? There was one.
Yeah.
There was one for double penis. Is there a such thing as someone having a double penis? So he comes up with these random questions, and you know, I'm owning it so far. I'm like the El Champion.
Yeah, what you're trying to say is you're the expert who knows about all these weird things. So
Yeah, it's so terrible, but like somehow you know everything about it.
It's educated guesses. Let's be fair. It's educated.
Somebody's got to be the best at it. Somebody has to be the best at it. Why not be you?
Well, and right, and well, I thought it would be fun to make a little wager because actually the original guest was going to be Catching McCarb. So this is how the whole dancing with the teddy bear, as Bob is acting like Patrick Swayze singing "I Have the Time of My Life." If I lost, I had to do something really dramatic as well. So I was like, well, you guys have been on my ass about it all day long. So I'm going to make it, you guys do something if you lose. And just so happens, Sid won. Bob had to sing live on TV, and the other guy had to dance with a big ass teddy bear.
Yeah, which is going to encourage other people to come on, no doubt.
I mean, he was a good sport about it. It was fun. So yeah, any of you guys want to join? I'm willing to take you guys on.
I don't think I have a teddy bear.
You don't need a teddy bear. That was just one of those things. It was just like, okay, I see it. Which is strange enough as it is, as a lead singer of a rock band, we're in his bedroom. He was a guest, and he was in his bedroom, and there lays this 4'5" teddy bear sprawled up on his bed.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I seen it with the King Cooper right there between his legs. I was like, all right, if you're going to lose, you're going to dance with a teddy bear.
Makes sense.
I like Mary Beth's comment. Well, apart from she's calling us a boob again, of course, but you know, we'll take it.
Boob's a good singer. So let's talk about the band. How did you guys come up with that? First of all, let's introduce everybody. Starting with, I'm almost want to start with Lydia, and then you just work on to Sam, Connor, and so forth.
So I'm Lydia. I am the singer and rhythm guitarist of the band.
I'm Sim. I'm the bass player and vocalist.
I'm Connor, the drummer and baton vocalist.
I'm Kieran, the lead guitarist.
Excellent. So how long have you guys been together?
That's
Too
an
long.
excellent question. I was going to say, are we even counting 2020 as a year? Because I feel like we can just get away with like not counting that. Because we weren't together at all. So what's that, 4 years?
It was January 2016, our first rehearsal together.
Fucking hell.
Well,
Probably
the three of us.
4 years of active playing.
Is this still the original lineup?
No, we did have a different drummer.
They didn't have enough ginger in the band.
Yeah, he wasn't ginger enough for us, so we brought Connor in.
There's never enough ginger.
No, there's not, is there?
You know,
I beg to differ.
How did you guys come up with the name Thieves of Liberty then? Whose idea was this? How did
I don't
that
know whose fucking idea was that. I think we were literally just throwing words around in a practice room, and we're like, "What sounds cool?" And then for some reason we ended up with Thieves of Liberty, and we decided that was cool. Is it cool?
There's no great story behind it.
Yeah.
It's just
But
random.
apart from Mark Tremonti said it was a cool name, so it was like, right, it's cool. We're keeping it.
to be fair, a lot of these bands that we've asked this question, there is no big epic story. You're thinking there's going to be like, okay, there was this big reason why, and all there was just a bunch of people sitting in a room with a couple of drinks going, that sounds good. Let's go with that one.
I'm gonna have to like think of a better backstory, and even if it's like a blatant lie, like I need something interesting to say in interviews now. So like we need to devise a story of why that's a thing.
We'll work on a good story for you guys.
We could just tell people that we once stole the Statue of Liberty. That's where it came from. And then, I mean, it's definitely a lie, but people will just be like, oh,
and then just be like, excuse me, are you calling me a liar?
Somebody will believe it. Somebody will believe it.
You're doing well if you can actually pick a name and then go on Facebook and not find it.
And the next thing you know, there'll be a disclaimer
That's true.
for it. Do not steal the Statue of Liberty. No more.
Please stop coming for us.
Leave us alone. We didn't mean it. We was only joking. Look, they got Gayla says, love the ginger.
Love it.
First time he's ever heard that, ever.
It's not enough of us, man. Bob's right. It's not enough of us.
It was, you see, when I was young, I'm obviously still a redhead, ginger, you know, but I'm getting more grey among mine. It doesn't show, but when it's right up close, I'm getting more grey. But you guys are probably too young to remember. But when I was young, I used to have hair right down here, really long hair, bushy, and I used to. I was walking past one day, and somebody said, "Hey, look, it's Bungle out of Rainbow." And I thought, now, if you've never seen Rainbow, go check out Bungle out of Rainbow. And I thought, yeah, that's not a good image.
How quickly did you walk into a hairdresser's at that point, though?
No, he didn't even go to the hairdresser, just got in, got the shearers, was like,
I was thinking he probably looked a little bit more like Carrot Top.
if you had a perm.
He had really long, bushy red hair. He really did it one time. He showed me an old picture. I was like, that's Carrot Top.
Carrot Top?
You don't even know who that is.
Can't I get a perm?
I need hair first. Never mind a perm. Bob says you got the problem with it going grey. I've got the problem with it just deciding it doesn't want to be on my head anymore.
See, I've never had that problem, you see. Once mine grew, it used to go really curly. So
I'm very
so was it like
jealous of
Lydia's, but ginger?
Oh, but hey, I might have
hair like mine.
I will see if I can find a picture of it on my phone.
Oh,
right.
Here we go.
Are you ready for this? Because this could be, you know. I've got far too many pictures on my phone.
And a half.
That's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading.
the content I came for.
Yeah, that's it.
This is exactly why they wanted to be on the show, Bob, so you can go through your phone showing old pictures of you.
Well, that's true, but you know, here we go. I found it. Bottle of Newcastle Brown in hand.
Oh, lovely.
Look, Carrot
Nice.
Top.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Superb.
Yeah,
Look, it's Carrot Top.
that's it. And look at the shirt. Look at that shirt.
That's a
That
nice
was
shirt.
a shiny silver diamond. That,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't get shirts like that anymore, thank God.
That's a look.
I
That is
feel
a
like
look.
this backdrop needs a throwback week where Sid and Bob have old photos, and that definitely needs to be Bob's at some point.
It's not happening.
That picture is 34-year-old.
I don't even think I got any pictures from that far back.
I mean, I definitely don't.
I don't think any of us do.
I read your views actually over 30.
Sim is.
I brought
am 30.
evidence of a past life. That's what
You
I'm.
are 30.
My real
Sim's
name's
the
not
only one
Sid.
that's 30.
I'm under a witness protection program. So,
Did you catch some people stealing the Statue of Liberty? Is that why you're in the witness protection program?
dun, dun, dun. So let's play one of the videos from you guys. One, two, and then we'll come back and shoot some shit some more. How's
That's
that?
a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
We introduced you. Everybody knows
Yeah.
your name, but does anybody hear what you sound like? Don't know.
Nobody.
Well,
Well, people will probably start leaving after that, so just let more people join first.
I think let's start it off with you guys' video, Mr. Illusions. How about that? That's a fun video to watch, and it's a good song. You guys are going to enjoy it. We'll be right back, everybody.
feel the passion, say it's slow for fashion. You started crashing and now it's time to cash in. Wanna shoes off, biscuits up. Give your head for a brand new car. We'll never sleep, lose the need to eat. Take a seat, moving on up to easy street. Why I can see you. This television's got something for everyone. There's time to free you. Staying up all night, what we need to do. Staying up all night, what we need to do. How'd you like in your trinkets, babe? Now you ain't got a soul to save. Done it this time, put it all on the line. It's no crime and no turns and it's closing time. You've got demons on the shit you well. And you're the guy who's trying to stay. You probably got nothing living around. You say nothing but bones. Why I can see you. The television's got something for everyone. There's time to free you. Staying up all night, what we need to do. Staying up all night, what we need to do.
How fucking fun was that?
That was great. Absolutely.
Gigs.
Making the video itself, it had to be fun having all the crowd into it like that.
That really makes us miss gigs. I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's been so long since we've done a gig that just made us like itch to get on stage watching that.
That was a fun song and a fun video to watch. And you know, the electricity in the crowd at that time had to have been just fucking crazy.
It's amazing.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
we were meant to be having a gig like at that venue, and it was meant to be the 16th of this month, but it ended up getting cancelled, which I'm absolutely devastated about. But I think it's been rearranged for August, so hopefully it'll be just as good on that date as it was then.
I do have a couple of banners. I went on you guys' Facebook page to see if there's any like upcoming shows, stuff like that you guys got coming on. I'm gonna see. I think I got them. I think. Now, is this part of anything's going on here with you guys?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, that's just that.
In December.
Bottom right of those.
That's really cool. You guys got that lined up, and you guys have this something like this too, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Stonebridge, the Trillions, yeah.
That's our next gig.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome, that.
Exciting.
Really exciting stuff, right? Yeah. Is this gonna be your guys' first show getting back out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
A live audience, yeah.
anyone around is local to us. That's a free entry show in Newcastle, so come along.
Yeah.
I'll put it up one more time for everybody can see, and that way you guys can write the info down if you guys want to go check these guys out live. If it's anything like we just saw on the video, I would definitely, if I was in the UK, that's where I'd be at for sure.
Thank you.
It was an excellent fun. I was watching the track and listening to you singing that, whoa, whoa, and I thought I could just imagine a crowd getting into that, and sure enough, at the end, right there.
When you guys was making the song and writing it and putting the music together, was the idea for this song to be kind of like that anthem?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So I remember like, we finished it like when we were in the studio and like we played it back, like even just like the rough draft, and we're like, that's the one, that's the sing along, that's gonna be the one that everyone's singing at the end of the night. And surely enough, like that, I think that was the first time we'd even like played that song really to that crowd, so they hadn't like had a chance to listen to it that much. But the fact that everyone had already clicked on and started singing along was just, we did it. It worked.
Wes here, I guess he's gonna be playing with you guys on that show as well. He's from Blame the Sacred, so he's gonna be playing on that
Yes.
as well.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's
See you
cool.
then.
Mingling with some of the band family around there, aren't we?
It's nice to have like a bit of a community where like you start to like notice people and like remember like names and all of that, and getting it works when everyone in the local scene's friends with each other and you'll get to know each other. It's a really nice feeling.
It's kind of been like that for us too, Bob, hasn't it? Just like here in our community, so we're meeting all these bands, and you realize that everybody's so interconnected, and it's just one big community, and it's really nice to be part of that. Really,
It is. I mean, when you see it in the chat tonight, we've got Diego's in there. We've got Phil Styles from Final Cause in there watching the show. So
Blame the Sacred as well. Plus, all the people tuning in. It's really cool to see the community like that when they do these shows, and here they are coming in like Blame the Sacred, coming and say, hey, looking forward to playing with you guys. I would be too. I mean, her voice kind of reminds me of Mariah Formica from the band Plush. I think their voices are very similar to each other.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Where do you
I think
guys?
I'm familiar.
She does a lot. She actually came in like 3rd or 4th place in The Voice here in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
She's got a powerful, just like you, real powerful voice, and she just formed an all-female band called Plush, and they're going to go on tour with it blows my mind. Hailstorm, Evanescence. They're getting
Those I'm familiar with.
just not even a year ago, and it's fun. This is why I love doing what I do, because you're watching these people on their journey. When Mariah first started, she was just Facebook doing covers of bands, and she was just doing singing covers, and then she had a couple of songs of her own sprinkled in the mix. And then next thing you know, Lizzie Hale put an ad up, and this is no bullshit, put an ad up saying, hey, I want to form an all-girl band for this young lady here. Next thing you know, she forms a band called Plush, and now they're touring with Evanescence, fucking Alter Bridge. They're touring with all these big bands, and all in less than a year.
You guys are the wrong gender.
Lydia's doing a really good job of hiding the jealousy right there.
I'm not.
You guys are really talented, and in due time, I think all these bands that I've met, in a lot, especially the ones that I've worked with, they see the success of their peers. They're so eager for it, but I think everybody has their time. And then next thing you know, boom! It's like you think that where they come from, but the whole time you've been here for 7, 8, 10 years. Just like, for instance, Hellstorm. They've been together prior to getting big for 10 years before they even hit it big. You know what I mean? So in due time, you guys are a really tight, really great sounding band. You guys are going to take off. It's just a matter of time, really, honestly.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
The band as a band as a whole.
Check out Plush as well.
And my question is, where do you guys get your influences at from your music?
See,
A lot of them from what you've just said there, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but we do have like different influences.
No, we've lost Lydia. Should I take this one in Lydia's absence then? I think what she was going to say was basically we all draw influences from, excuse me, a variety of different areas. none more so than me. I think everyone would probably agree. I'll go from anything from Ghost, Anthrax, Metallica to Shania Twain. I think for our sound personally, we take a lot of influence from Alter Bridge, Shinedown, Hailstorm, Royal Republic as well, a great Swedish band, very high-based energy, upbeat rock style. So we take a lot of influence from a lot of different areas, and we don't want to really sound like anybody else, but we also want to sort of almost pay tribute to the people who've come before us and the people we like listening to, and show our
Hey, we're back.
appreciation of music
I
and our
don't know
sound.
why that happened.
Welcome back. I've just stolen your question.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, it would have been awkward if you just sat there and waited for us to come back, to be honest.
We'll have to do that next time.
Yeah, we'll change it,
Wait in
wouldn't it?
silence for Lydia to come back.
Well, he did a good job in your absence, Lydia. He's doing all right there. And I was going to ask you as well, Connor. In that video, you were getting well into it. You're a very energetic drummer there, so it was like a workout, wasn't it, behind that drum kit?
Hey, it's a challenge every single time I get on stage with these three because they're just a nightmare. No, anybody who's a drummer will know it's a very hard task, but it's the most
Yeah, but like
rewarding
he
thing ever.
also demands that he has a fan like no further away than like
Yeah.
30 centimeters from his face, because
Yeah.
otherwise he will just combust.
This very fan.
In his defense,
I don't go anywhere without this fan.
in his
Driving to
defense,
work, gigs.
he is all over the place playing the drums, and it's entertaining. It's very entertaining to watch him play the drums. I mean, him spinning them and then doing the tricks with the drums. I mean, that's what I like in a drummer. I mean, yes, I'm a drummer myself. Well, I'm a drummer myself since I was 11 years old, and I don't look. I like finding my drummers who are the most entertaining and not the most technical. I think watching a technical drummer, it's kind of boring. Sure, it sounds cool. They got the skills, but what are you doing? Are you entertaining the crowd? Are you finding ways to interact with the crowd? Because if you're playing so fast and so quick, you ain't got time to do no showboating. I like showboating.
Appreciate that, Sid.
So I find I'm
Glad to know you paying attention to us every now and then. I like sitting in that pocket and being unnoticed, but when you get a compliment of another drummer, that's really nice to hear. Thank you.
I like I said, I find it more entertaining to watch a drummer actually, even though you have the skills to do whatever you want, you're choosing to entertain the crowd and engage the crowd in what you're doing, and I appreciate that more than being a technical drummer or a technical drummer. I'm a big fan of Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater. He's a great, phenomenal drummer, but does it allow him very much room to showboat or interact with the crowd live? And it really doesn't.
No, I absolutely agree with that. Definitely. I mean, Travis Barker is probably one of those exceptions who can showboat and has that technical capability.
Yeah,
but he's a special talent. Him.
Yeah, he's a rare guy. He's a rare guy when it comes to his drumming. All right, so I'm enough of the drumming. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
nobody wants to hear any more of that. We've had our bit now.
Yeah, we're going to ask you as well. You must play guitar as well, do you? I can see a couple hanging up on the wall behind you.
I do, yes. It's a delicate subject that I don't think the other three like me playing guitar very much.
Well, no.
I tend
We
to
don't mind
fight
you
more
playing
guitar
guitar.
than drums.
What we don't like is when we'll be like, right, we're in practice room. One of us
Yeah.
goes to a pee break. You come back and he's just stood there holding your guitar. And it's like, did I say you could touch that?
It's an
Oh, you don't touch somebody's guitar.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
It almost,
hey, Connor. Yeah.
sounds like a stepbrother episode right there.
Don't touch my drum set.
Don't touch my drum. Next thing you know, Connor's in there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit later.
Oh, it's too
You think
late.
past the
Even
watershed
if he's
already, yeah.
I
too late.
should have done it.
I do like this thing of hanging them on the walls, man. I mean, you're looking at your room there, Kieran, and you got the bass hanging up there. And what's that in the picture frame? Have you got one of your discs stuck in a frame there?
Yeah, it's our first EP and a couple of photos, and then like some passes from like the tours and stuff we've done.
Excellent.
And then that's like a collection of plex from other bands and artists.
That's a nice way to collect them, isn't it? And keep track of them all. Yeah, it's good.
So every time I get a new one, I can't be bothered to undo the frame and put them in.
Yeah. Hey, she's gone again.
Hang on.
Well, whilst we wait on Lydia, Sim, what shade of grey is that wall? Is that wallpaper?
It's
Is that
actually
paint
white.
on the
It's just
wall?
quite
I don't know
dark
why
here.
this keeps happening to me and only me, but I feel victimized.
I'm
Very
actually
plain
gonna
wall
find it
I've got
very
up here, though.
entertaining. I'm gonna take a wager. If anybody wants to take me up on it, I'll say within the next 45 seconds we'll lose her again. Anybody up for the
Yeah.
challenge?
I think it's just because my internet's terrible, so
So is mine.
it's not having the best time.
It happens. Like I said, if it is, we don't have a show if there's not a technical difficulty.
See, there you go. I'm just making up for these. Like, if they're not gonna have them, then I'll have them all.
It happens. It happens.
You're keeping us consistent.
Take one for the team, Lydia. I'm proud of you.
So that's what I'm here for. Just here to be the
Actually,
absolute shambles from start to finish.
I'm just thinking how Connor's got guitars up there. Kieran's got a bass. I've actually got a microphone set up over here. So
Where's
Lydia,
your
you
drum
can
kit,
drum
Lydia?
kit.
Sorry.
Oh, you left it here,
Guitars.
didn't you? You let us play this for a bit. Thank you.
Let's talk about a little bit about that song. What was the idea behind that song that I just played?
Oh, that's
Liz, that's you.
We could have played another one while she was gone, you see.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, because our songs are famously short. Mr. Illusions is about a dream that I had, and it was this guy who ran a shop, and it was in the local nightclub called Illusions. But he sold like all of these weird trinkets and stuff. But it was a bit like a Needful Things. I don't know if you're familiar with a book where like you didn't buy it with money, like you gave him something like about yourself, and then you'd get the ability to do something. So like the lyrics are all stuff like, want your shoes or a brand new car, give you like right hand for a bass guitar and stuff like that. It's looking back, it was a bit of a trippy dream, and also I think it was also an episode of Rick and Morty. But I must have been influenced by that before I went to bed, or I ate too much cheese or something.
Yeah.
She says do you have Australian internet? It must be okay. You have a
What
bad
is
internet.
Australian internet?
If you live there, right?
Are you in Australia at the moment, Lydia?
I mean, it's been a long week, but I don't think I've ended up in Australia. If I see any giant spiders, I'll let you know.
Please don't.
Let's play everybody another video of you guys, shall we?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, yeah.
I want to hear AWOL. Let's play that video AWOL for everybody. How's that?
Excellent.
All right, well, everybody, we'll
Yes.
be right back. This is Thieves of Liberty. You're watching Into the Fire. And yeah, here we go. This is AWOL, guys. We'll be right back. to know who is the guy with the bob hat, sunglasses.
Have to have
Matt
it on.
Oh,
The
legend.
man,
Thomas
the myth,
Thompson,
the
what are you talking
legend.
about?
I was just so happy to see that hat in the video. I thought, yes.
It's hat time.
Where's everyone get these hats?
It is.
Yeah, so he's a regular feature on that Fireball tour, which is where those clips are from. He's the DJ every year, and he goes in costume every year. So that year was his Hunter S. Thompson outfit. That's why he was dressed that way.
The hats of awesomeness.
Do you see the resemblance?
Yeah,
He needs the glasses
I like
and the cigarette.
yeah. I don't think I've got any glasses in here tonight, but there we go.
But,
There we go.
another great song, guys. Really, honestly, another great song.
Brilliant.
That one tends to be a fan favorite, I think. Earwolf.
Yeah.
This whole song, you guys just what I appreciate most about watching these videos is that watching you guys actually perform on actually at the show and seeing the energy you guys are putting in the show and how you guys are just all over the place interacting with the crowd. Just it's just nice to see a band up there having fun.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it's all about.
it is exactly what I'm about. But
And we
honestly,
can you could tell that to about half the other bands out here in the world.
the Fireball tour had to be like one of the most fun times of my entire existence. I don't know if I can speak for the other three, but like honestly, it
can,
was the
yes.
best thing. Yeah, it was absolutely unbelievable. So much fun every night, and then like the reception we got from absolute total strangers it's such a great feeling. Like knowing these like people we've never met before, they've never heard of us, but we got so much good feedback, and like they seem to be loving it, and it was just I want to go back. I want to do it again.
Kind of
Proof that the music community is just the best community out there.
like this right here, right? They never heard your music before, and they just like fell in love with it as soon as they start hearing your music tonight. And that's what it's about. That's why we do these shows that turn people on to new music, especially bands that don't get heard enough, like you guys. Like you guys should be on syndicated radio. Honestly, you guys' music is just phenomenal, really. And watching your videos and seeing you guys perform even sold me more on the band itself as well.
That's
Thank
really
you.
nice. Thank you.
Thanks so much, man.
I blush. I mean, I was already blushing because I was drinking wine, but
No, and it's right. It's fantastic to watch, and again, watching the detail in the video, I noticed that you were actually in one of the shots wearing an Iron Maiden T-shirt as well. So that kind of got me thinking: what's the influences that's come to all of you? Which bands and that have driven your music?
Better yet, let's ask it this way. Let's do pop quiz on it. 1, 2, pop.
Oh yeah, pop quiz, brilliant.
That's fine. Okay.
no, don't ask me things. I don't know things.
Pressure.
Your favorite album.
Oh, see, I don't know things, and that's one of the things I don't know. Come back to me.
Kieran, you're next then.
Maybe AB3 by Alter Bridge.
That's a good album. Connor,
Common Dread, Enter Shikari.
Sim,
I think mine might be Blackbird by Alter Bridge.
two Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge is a good band, really are.
So
They really are, yeah.
It's back to you, Lydia.
It seems like such a serious thing right now, where in reality it's not that big of a deal. But like my brain's like, right, you need to think of it now.
whoever you
at the
don't
minute-
say is watching. So
Yeah. You've got to pick Dorothy or Hailstorm. It's got to be one of them.
No,
Rival Sons. Sure.
Rival
Feral
Sons,
Brutes, by Rival Sons. Yeah, that album. It's the newest one, and literally, like, I've listened to it about 15 times, and I never get bored of it. Every time, like, it's obviously you get your on repeat playlist on Spotify, and it's all just Rival Sons from that album. And every single time it comes on, I'm still giving it as much energy into me singing my heart out as I was the first time I heard it. So that album slaps.
See, that wasn't hard.
It was. Because now I'm thinking about
Sweating now.
the other answers that I could have
Not
given.
hard.
I know. I could have said so many more.
Okay, so this next question
I know.
is going to pertain to what you guys do individually in the band. Who is your favorite singer, Lydia?
So, Jay Buchanan from Rival Sons or Lizzie Hill from Hailstorm.
Kieran?
And I can't pick between those two.
favorite singer as well, or
Oh, no. What you do.
okay.
Your favorite.
It would have to be Mark Tremonti from Alter Bridge.
Fair enough. Connor.
Taylor Hawkins.
That's another. I can see the resemblance in playing styles too.
That is a huge.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
a
you were
great
going to say. I thought you were going to say it visually, and I was like, "Fucking hell, that's posh."
Oh, that would have been an even bigger compliment. That one.
He's kind of like all over the place, and he entertains as he's playing drums as well. So I can see the playing styles being similar.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Connor's going to go and sob after this. Like,
I'm trying really hard not to. People have been
You do seem to be getting some stick there, Connor. Give it back.
I'm not used to people being so nice. So
Exactly.
it's a welcome
Don't get
change.
used to it.
We have to be careful because he's got the most stick out of all of us as well. So,
Yeah.
What about you, Sam?
probably still Matt Freeman from Rancid because he's the reason that I started to play bass in the first place. And like, he's probably not even top 10 bassists of all time, but just for me personally, just his playing style is a huge influence. I actually have his signature bass guitar as well.
I used to love Rancid when I was younger. Back in when they was in their prime, I'd stopped kind of. I started moving away from the punk for a while, but there was a moment where I was really into that when I was Ramones, stuff like that. Then when Green Day came out, I just kind of reignited things for me. I don't know why I liked Green Day so much, but I did.
Yeah, I was Rancid and Green Day back in the day for me. Were two I like most listened to bands.
Yeah, that Dookie album was just phenomenal. I thought
Absolutely.
it was fun. Once again, I keep saying fun because I like music that's fun sounding. You want to dance with it.
Yeah, that's kind of our mantra, really. Like, we've always gone into it with let's just write music that we all find fun, because if we're all playing it and having fun on stage, that's going to transfer to the crowd, and it's going to be really hard for people not to have a good time if they can see how much of a good time we're having. And vice versa, if you're standing up there and you just if nobody in the band's moving and it's just a slow song, people are just going to be like, well, this is cool, but it's
Literally,
not fun,
Bottom line is, have a good time, or we'll make you have a good time.
Exactly.
That's the slogan for
Damn
that.
right.
That's my slogan too for like shows like this. You can sit around and do 20 questions, and you got the same 20 questions for every single band. But how boring is that? I mean, how fucking boring is that? I mean,
we usually say it's like before we do an interview, it's like, right, which of this pile of questions that we've already had are we going to get asked tonight? And I also remember the one time we were in an interview and someone was like, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses or something like that? And I was like, really, that threw us off. I was like, I was not I was like, I did not have an answer for this one.
I really, to be fair, I'll throw some off-the-wall questions once in a while on shows too. So like these random questions that I do, like these questions that I'm doing now. It's kind of like I try to think of something random in my head, just kind of throw everybody off, and that way you're kind of getting a genuine answer from everybody. If I sit there and gave you guys the 20 questions that you already have them planned out, and how boring is that? It almost feels like a job interview then, and I'm not hiring. I mean, I am for Bob.
Yeah. What I'd like to know is, obviously, we see a lot of guitarists and who are real collectors. Do any of you collect that guitars? Have you got a big collection of instruments that you're keeping, or?
I don't. These on the wall behind us are all my partners, unfortunately. So I only have two. I have my Chris Shiflett signature Telly and my PRS SE Custom 24, and I love them both equally. So it's one of those, because I've got the two guitars that I play all the time. I'm like, I don't really need any more. Plus, not that there's any fucking room for any more if I wanted them to. So.
Is your partner in a band as well then, is he?
Yeah, he's actually just started a band called Sarsaparilla. They're a bit more indie pop than us. But yeah, they've literally just released their first song. But he's done covers bands for ages now, so he's racked up the collection.
Kieran?
What?
I think I have 6 guitars now. So I did have more, but I just started selling them because they were kind of just sitting around not getting used.
What was the most, Bob, that we've had a guest say? Wasn't it 73?
I think was that Chris?
Yeah, I
Where
think
did he keep them? If I could have 73 guitars, I'd have 73 guitars.
I'm not bullshitting one bit. I think one of our guests said that they had 73 guitars that he's got that he owns. Wasn't it from Perceived, or was it from Perceived?
I think it was Perceived, wasn't it?
No, that was Chris though. That was Chris.
Have you got an address?
Texas.
He doesn't need all of those, so like I'll come and leave him with
Yes,
some.
he was. Now, fuck that's because I do remember being someone saying 73, and then I think the next closest one was like 18.
I think I had
Same
like
model.
That's a big
11 at
difference.
one point. But
And that's a huge ass gap when you go from 18 to 73 guitars. I mean, what the? Does even Eddie Van Halen, when he was alive, did he have that many guitars?
I don't even think I've got 73 lugs on me drum kit. Never mind 73 guitars.
What do you do with that many guitars? I mean, they would have just to sit in a storage unit, right? I'm
Yeah,
going
sure.
down the street and get my guitar down the street in the storage, my 10 by 10 storage unit that I got.
I'd just be a
unless he's got
nightmare
the-
deciding which one to play, wouldn't it?
Unless he's got them like hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, so this is the last pop quiz question I got for you guys. Okay, this is the last one. What was the very first concert you guys went to that influenced you to start wanting to play music yourself? We'll start with Connor first.
Probably the first one I actually went to as well, which was McFly, which I am not at all ashamed of. It was absolutely amazing, superb show. A little bit different to everything I've been to since, but yeah, McFly were pretty awesome back in the day.
What about you, Sim?
So it'll have been Rancid for me back in probably about 2009. Just went to see them at my local venue. And just the energy. I went with my sister because I was a bit young, and she was sort of into them as well. She was a bit older than me, so she took me, but she didn't want to go into the stand-in section, so we actually sat to watch Rancid, which wasn't the best way to experience it. But being about 12 or whatever I was just kind of like, yeah, it's probably a bit safer to be up here. So.
Good. Before we move on for Sim, I don't think you give Sim a chance to see how many guitars he's got. He could have 77.
Well, prepare yourself actually, because I have a whole 2 bass guitars. I've just sold one, so I actually only have one in my house because Connor's got my other one. So
Yeah, it's on the wall there.
I have 2 acoustics and an electric as well. But I'm about to sell an acoustic to Kieran, so there's going to be
Wait,
one
have
of
you
everything for me.
If you not got my Strat, Sim, because I don't know where that's gone.
No, the Tokai one. Oh, you took that ages ago.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you
I've
took that
lost
ages
it.
ago. I've been using my Jackson to record everything since, so that's why everything I record sounds terrible. 'Cause it's just this like really
I've
budge
lost the
Jackson that I got
guitar
like in about 2006 or something.
Okay, so who we go to next? Kieran.
So my first concert was Theory of a Dead Man, Blackstone Cherry, and Alter Bridge.
Damn,
So-
dude, that's a hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Blackstone too. I love
Oh,
that
they're
band.
so good. Yeah. And Theory at the time as well was back when they were a bit heavier than they are now, and they were bringing out some great tunes.
Yeah,
So-
like a Bad Girlfriend. That was
That was a hell of
fucking just amazing.
I actually think my first gig was like when I was 13 and I was going through my proper emo phase, and I think I went to go see Black Veil Brides. But I can't say that was like the gig where I was like, yeah, I want to be a musician. That was like, yes, But I think I went to go see Bon Jovi with my mum and dad when I was 15, and I think I remember I think it was just, like watching the support act because they were from Sunderland, like that's where we're from, and I was like, oh, like local bands from where we are can do this, and I was like, well, if they can do it, I want to do it. So I think it wasn't Bon Jovi himself, it was the support band that made us want to get into
The
Oh,
music.
Future Heads.
Yeah, the Future Heads.
Excellent. I don't think I know your first ever gig, Sid. What was your first ever?
My first one was, I think, 1987, and it was Tesla. The band Tesla opened up for Poison during their Open Up and Say Ah tour. I think I was 13, 14 years old, I think, as well too. And as soon as I seen Tesla get up there, and I think it was right their song, the love song, just came out on the radio at the time. and it was Your Mama Don't Dance was the latest song off the Open Up Say Ah album. But I can just remember going to that concert. I know people are saying Poison. Well, really? Poison? But no, it wasn't necessarily the band. It was what they was doing. Maybe they're not the most talented band in the world, but when they put on a show, they actually put on a show. They went out there and entertained. They went out there and had fun. And when I seen them do that, that's what was like the motivator for me to want to play music after that as well. I know.
Cool.
Yeah. That's our
Next question.
That's it. That's it. That's the last
So we're not going to hear Bob's?
Yeah, Bob, we didn't hear yours. We don't know.
Well, I'm no fella. I have to try and think hard to remember, but I think mine was probably Iron Maiden with the Seventh Son and the Seventh Son tour.
Oh, I wish I could have seen it.
Pretty cool. I went to go see Maiden when they played. It was a couple of years ago now, and I remember someone telling us it was like, "Oh, like don't even bother. Like Bruce Dickinson can't sing anymore." And I was like, "What?" And literally, they couldn't have been more wrong. Like that man has so much energy and like so much talent, and I just don't understand at all. Like he was literally like running backwards and forwards while belting out notes, and I was like, "How is like no?
Waving the big flag.
That's not fair. That's witchcraft. That is witchcraft."
They're absolutely brilliant for that tour. I remember. Do you know when you go in and you have seating room, you have standing room, and I was a major fan of Iron Maiden. I remember getting right up to the barrier for ready for when they came in. I fought my way through. I can't remember who the cover, sort of like the other bands were that were on. Like, but I got right to the front, right centre stage, that close that when Bruce runs along the stage wiping at people's hands, he actually whacked me hand. That's how close he was. But I swear blind that when the gig started, everybody pushed forward, my feet lifted off the floor up against the barrier, and I don't think I touched the floor again for half an hour.
Worth it.
Yeah, brilliant. So, there you go.
Iron Maiden. I wish I could have seen them during that tour of that album too. One of my favorite songs by them is "Can I Play with Madness" off that album. That absolutely one of my favorite songs from them. Period.
Yeah, really good.
A ton of good songs, but for some reason I like that one the most.
Yeah. Good album. Good album.
Guys, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I don't want to go too much over the hour. I know you guys got a life as well outside of hanging out with me.
Nah, not really.
That's my bedtime, you know.
Of course. I mean, I'm sure you guys got better things to do, but it's been fun. I was really looking forward to this show and meeting you guys, meeting the band, because I like I said, I really enjoy you guys' music. I think you guys are really on to something, and I really do appreciate you guys coming on there and hanging out with us tonight.
No,
Thank you very much for having us on. And thank you to everybody for all the lovely comments that you've left us during this as well. It's been nice to read that people are really digging us.
I need to go back and find that comment about Jesus. That one was a good one.
I'll find it. I'll show it for you guys. I'm going to play one more video for you guys. This is you guys' latest song, right? This is "Roll with the Punches."
Yeah.
So on. This is our demo.
I was ready to put the
demo. Yeah.
It's a demo.
Song.
It's not really a video. It's just a song. But I thought, throw out something more current that you guys this is a song just been released. How long now? What, a month or so or less?
Oh no, that's been a while since we brought this out.
Back end of last year, actually.
It's been longer than
Yeah.
that?
We did this one in lockdown, I think.
Yeah, we wrote in lockdown from home. Everybody sort of isolated in their own place and just trying to come up with something new. So it was a bit of an experiment, wasn't it?
Yeah, writing in new scenarios and rolling with the punches.
No, did you guys?
See how she did that? It's pretty professional.
You guys just sending files to each other saying, see what you can do with this, see what you can do with that?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why it took so much longer than the usual song, because it was like, even just waiting for people to reply, it's like, will you listen to it now? So I can crack on.
That must have been an interesting process to do, though, wasn't it?
No,
it was painful but rewarding in the end.
I
think.
never ever want to do it again, though. Never.
It's a great song. I think it's a great song, guys. Really, once again, thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I'd like to get you guys on again here soon. And then
absolutely.
Well, maybe get one of you guys on Talking with Demons and take me on one of this quiz contest, because I'm itching, everybody that's even watching. I'm itching
Just the smart one.
Somebody,
We'll nominate
please.
him as our champion.
I'll get the teddy bear ready.
Yeah, I don't know things.
Guys, thank you guys again for tuning in. I will see you guys next week. All same bat time, same bat channel. You guys have a great week. Thanks again for BB3 TV this weekend, our new page that we just started airing on. Thank you guys for letting us air our show here. Hope you guys are enjoying the show and can't wait to get to know you guys as well. Until then, you guys have a great week. Thanks again, Thieves of Liberty, for hanging out with us.
Thank
See
you.
you,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
Yeah, you swooped in when you thought I was easy pickings. You got a taste from the fragile ones, and you tried to tear me apart and strip me down to the bone. But you're the one that's going home alone, and boy, I've learned how to ride the punches. Everyone you ever let down pulls away to watch you fall. Leave you standing on your own for longer than you can recall. You gotta find a better way to get yourself back off the floor. If you think you're easy prey, they'll keep coming back for more, more, more. You've been bound into the arms of your savior, but once you start up running, don't look back. Each day you get braver and braver. I guess we'll see how the odds are stacked. It's what I'm telling you. Whoa, yeah, yeah, you gotta roll with the punches, roll with the punches. Whoa, yeah, yeah, you gotta roll with the punches, roll with the punches. Going gets tough, you know you better believe. I know you're rolling with the punches while you're trying to make a meal out of me. did you do that? You lied. But I'll never shut up. I won't give you my world. Never thought I'd find out till the story unfolds. Give me the reason you fucked some other girl. Always lusting out to others. You won't get up from under covers. You're a jealous motherfucker. Oh yeah, honey, why you give me 7 reasons to sin? Only driven by avarice. Always drinking